Idaho's rapid growth is bringing more people, more businesses, and a greater need for electricity. Idaho Power says demand for energy is rising faster than new resources can come online. And now the utility company is looking to build 2 new natural gas plants to help meet the future needs. Abby Welch shows us where those plants could go and what they could mean for you, the customer.
With growth comes more demand across all of our service territory.
Idaho's population boom isn't just filling neighborhoods and highways, it's also putting more demand on the power grid.
Idaho Power service territory is significantly growing.
Now, Idaho Power says it's planning for a future that could require significantly more electricity than the system delivers today.
As that growth happens, there's a higher demand for electricity. And so one way we need to serve that growing load is by adding new resources. What we're diving into some new natural gas facilities.
The 2 new power plants will look about like this. There'll be one in Twin Falls and one in Mountain Home. There's a 160-acre plot of land. That one will be done first.
The 2 by topic are South Hills, which is a project that we have planned for 2029, and then a project called Peregrine, which is planned for 2030.
The 2 natural gas facilities will be the 4th and the 5th in the state and be the most efficient resources on the grid to date.
We've added about 500 megawatts of renewables onto our system, and we have another 500 or so megawatts of renewables and storage coming on over the next couple of years. Even with all that addition, the growth is simply just outpacing those new resources.
Right now, the natural gas plants make up 20% of the state's total energy. Dams make up 40% of hydro energy, and there's another 20% of energy from wind and solar battery storage. The new plants would add about 800 megawatts of new natural gas-fired resources.
Put that in perspective, our system peak as it sits today is about 4,000 megawatts. We're expecting that to be up above 5,000 megawatts in the foreseeable future.
So far, customers haven't seen any changes to their bills.
There's been no rate impact to date.
But after the plants are built, there's a chance customers will see some effects.
They'll go through a prudency review if and when they go into race, and that would be after they go in service. So the impacts would be down the road after these projects are operational, late 2020s, early 2030s.
The planning process and permitting started in 2021, and they're hoping to be done within a decade.
Likely, we would start construction sometime in 2027, and then, as I mentioned, it's about a 2-year construction window for each.
So with that math, South Hills is expected to be open by 2029, and Peregrine is set to be open by 2030.
Okay, so what does it take for something like this to become operational, Abby?
Idaho Power has been at this for so many years, like they said, but they had to go through a land use approval process, and then they also worked with the Department of Environmental Quality to get air quality checks. So they're checking for things like emissions and air pollution controls.
I feel like it is quite a process to get these online. The other big question that I know viewers at home are going to be asking is, what does that rate increase look like? Is it going to be a rate increase for those who are paying for power?
It's not for sure yet. They said they really won't know until they're built and until they kind of get a little further into the planning process. Like we said, this is a couple of years out still. So there will be a change. They just aren't sure yet exactly what that change will be. Or, I mean, I guess if there will be one. So they have to get through the rest of the planning process, and then we'll figure that out.
That is the question that we will be working to answer, because I know a lot of people are going to be asking questions about that.
Now till 2030. I'll be on it.
Yeah, there you
Check
go.
it out.
All right, Abby, thank you.